Good morning, students! Today we're going to talk about adjective clauses. This video is going to be nice, short, and sweet because adjective clauses are just not that intense. If you are looking for notes in your textbook, everything is found on page 94. Adjective clauses. An adjective clause is a dependent clause that it acts like an adjective. Ta-da! That's it. Adjective clauses start with relative pronouns and they start with relative adverbs. Look at these words here. These are the only words that start adjective clauses. Write these down. This is what you're going to need. If you have a clause and it does not start with one of these words, it's not an adjective clause. Look, I will read them to you. Relative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, that, and which. Or relative adverbs. When, where, and why. That's it. That's it. Look, we can put a box around all of them just like this because that's as many as there are. There are no more words that start adjective clauses. Let's look at some examples. The first sentence reads like this. Twiggy's friend Tim, who is a vicious Tyrannosaurus Rex, came over for a play date. Now, when I am looking for dependent clauses, I am always looking for words that start dependent clauses. So, look at that word. So, look at that list of words that you just wrote down. Those are the words that we are looking for. In the first sentence here, we see the word who. Who is a word, according to our list of words, that starts a dependent clause. This is my subject, also. Is my verb. Who is a vicious Tyrannosaurus Rex? This is my dependent clause. And this entire thing is acting as an adjective because it is renaming Tim. And Tim is a noun. And the only thing that can rename nouns are adjectives. That's why this is an adjective-dependent clause. Now, the other thing that we should probably point out is that this one is offset by commas. Comma and a comma. Adjective clauses come in two varieties. We have essential and non-essential adjective clauses. Non-essential adjective clauses are clauses that are not essential to understanding the meaning of the sentence. They can be completely removed and the meaning of the sentence is still clear. In this instance, I can still read the sentence without the adjective clause. Twiggy's friend Tim came over for a play date. The meaning of the sentence is crystal clear. The adjective clause, because it is set off by commas, tells us that it is non-essential. If it is essential, then there are no commas, so we have to pay attention. The next sentence reads like this. I heard meowing and roaring as Twiggy and Tim both chased the toy that bounced across the playroom floor. Once again, I go back to that list of words that we wrote down, and I see that the word that starts an adjective clause. That is my subject. Bounced is the verb. This here, across the playroom floor, is a prepositional phrase. It is a modifier. So the entire clause is that bounced across the playroom floor. And, as always, because it's acting as an adjective, I can take it out of the sentence and I'm still left with a grammatically correct sentence. The sentence might not make as much sense. I mean, that is why we add the extra information, but grammatically, the sentence still works. I can pull it out and the sentence still reads, I heard meowing and roaring as Twiggy and Tim both chased the toy. What kind of toy is it? Well, it is the toy that bounced across the playroom. See how this adjective clause modifies the word toy. Toy is a noun. Therefore, we have an adjective clause. The last sentence reads like this. Tim the T-Rex sadly came to the conclusion that he was no match for Twiggy the cat. Once again, we have the word that starts a dependent clause. In this instance, he is the subject, was is the verb. So the entire dependent clause is that he was no match for Twiggy the cat. We go all the way out there, and again, I can remove it, and I'm left with a grammatically correct sentence. Tim the T-Rex sadly came to the conclusion. I could technically put a period there, and it's a grammatically correct sentence, but of course we don't understand what conclusion he's coming to because we need the adjective clause. It is essential, you might say. Therefore, there are no commas. That's it. All we are doing is looking for words that start the dependent clause. And if we want to, we can always point back and show which noun is being modified by the adjective clause. And that's it. Great. Hope you enjoyed the video.